Hello and welcome back to Linux Academy. This video is all about functions. Any code you want to reuse over and over again, you should probably put it in a function. For example, in one of the previous videos, we were counting how many processes each of the users on our Linux system were running. Let's look at that example here again and see how many lines of code it takes to do that. We're going to look up how many processes are being run by the user root, and now all the code to figure that out. The user root has 105 processes running. Now, if I wanted to find out how many processes were run by another user, for example, postfix, I would have to write all of that over again. The better way to do this is to start off with a function. Functions in Python have to start off with the keyword def, then the name of the function, and the value you're going to pass in. If your function did not require any values to be passed into it, you could leave the space between the parentheses blank. Next, we're going to set up our function, say processes running equals 0 for line in subprocess check output ps minus ef split lines, so on, user equals split line. If the user I'm looking for is the same as the user, increment the running processes by 1. Then return user has processes running and pass in the variables. This allows me to quickly look up processes running by different users. Do print active processes, give it a user root, and do print active processes postfix, and so on. Let's look at an example where we will send multiple values to a function and return multiple values from that function. We are going to call this function with two variables. One, the user we are looking for, like before, and secondly, a command that we expect the user is running that we want to search for. Change out the variable just a bit. We're going to have a processes running all, which is going to count the total number of processes that are being run by the user. Then processes running searched, where we're going to count the number of processes running for that user for that particular command we're looking for, which do a for line in the subprocess check output, split lines. Then we're gonna take if the user we get back from the ps minus ef command is the same user we are looking for, then we're going to increment process running all by 1. And now, using another if statement, we are going to check if the command we are looking for is the one that is returned by ps minus ef. In which case, we're going to increment the processes running searched by 1. And here, we're going to return two variables back out of the function. Now let's call the function. We are going to assign the return values to two variables, procs total and procs searched. Using our function, let's search for all the processes run by the user root and any processes run by the user root that have the word AWS in it. Root is running 104 processes and 2 of them have the word AWS in it. That's it for this course. Mark it complete and go to the next one.